Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Upgraded Sets. This series is interesting, to say the least. But today we're going to be looking at, I hope you guys can tell, the Alders set. The Alders set was always one of those interesting sets that seemed like it could be relatively good, but was held back by the fact that most of the items in the set are nightmare level items, which means that we have the potential to upgrade this set to make it better than it was before. We also have some very interesting pieces of this set, like the boots, which could certainly use a little bit of an upgrade as far as defense is concerned. A lot of people do use Alders boots in builds, and if you are a relatively high strength character, perhaps upgrading these could be viable, as well as you would get extra kick damage from them as an assassin, so we shall see. Now, unfortunately, this is going to require some relatively nice runes, as you will need a Pull rune, a Lum rune, and a Perfect Emerald for the weapon. You will need Lem and Coes for the armor pieces. So as we go forward and we take a look at this set and see what kind of upgrades we get, well, we'll judge it from there. But before we go to upgrading, let's take a look at the set as a whole and see what kind of bonuses we get. So right off the bat, we have a 60 to 93 damage on the weapon, which is really quite low. It's only level 42 requirement, though, which is one of the big upsides of this weapon. But by the time you get to the end game, when you can actually put on this entire set, it just doesn't really make any sense, especially when you consider that the Shadow Plate is a level 76 requirement, which is kind of nuts. I don't really know exactly why they decided to inject a level 76 piece of equipment into this set, essentially neutering it from any full usage, because the weapon is 42, the helmet is 36, and the boots are 45, but the armor plate is 76, which makes this weapon not so great by the time you can put on the full set. Hopefully upgrading it will fix that. We also have a very fast attack speed. We have 74 strength requirement and level 42. I also noticed it has relatively high durability at 72, which is very nice because obviously that you're going to attack a lot, you're going to be breaking this weapon, especially when you use it on the Zealer. We have 30% increased attack speed, which is, of course, what was making it so fast. We have 40 to 62 added damage, which is very nice. 200% enhanced damage against demons, which functions very similarly to a Might Aura as off-weapon ED. We also have 50 to 75 lightning damage, 5% mana stolen per hit, 10% life stolen per hit, and 50% bonus damage to undead, which again functions like Might. We also have a green bonus, which is 3 pieces. So basically, when you put on 2 pieces of the set, you get 15 strength. When you put on 3 pieces of the set, you get 30 strength. And when you put on the 3rd piece of the set, you get 45 strength, which is pretty impressive. And as a, like say maybe a low-level Zealer or a low-level Druid, putting on just Alders boots and an Alders rhythm can actually give you a nice little boost to your stats, which is certainly nice. Obviously, a Zealer could not use the helmet, but the Druid can. Now, when it comes to this weapon at level 42, the 3 sockets on this weapon really make it shine because you can do a myriad of things with this weapon. You can throw in, like 3 shale runes and just make it super duper fast. You can throw in, am runes. You can throw in, anything that you would desire to try and make this a little bit of a better weapon. And honestly, I think most of the time, damage is the main concern with this. So whether you're trying to make it faster to hit more, which means more damage, or you just want to throw in like, at level 42, you could throw in an elemental damage spec, Ral runes, Thul runes, things that would give lightning, cold, fire damage, stuff like that, just so you have like a really high elemental damage weapon. Kind of reminds me of Baronair Star, which is a much higher level weapon. Now, upgrading this would definitely make it better, and we'll explore that a little later. Next on the list is the Alders Stony Gaze Hunter Guise, and it's 171 defense, 56 strength requirement, level 36. And relatively low level. It gives you 25% faster hit recovery, which is, of course, very nice. 90 to defense, regenerate mana 17%, cold resistance plus 50%, and light radius plus 5. Very nice. It also gives you 15 energy on a scale of 15 per extra piece. So when you take off the set and you look at it by itself, it gives you none, then it gives you 15, then it gives you another 15, which is 30, and then it finally gives you 45. So basically this whole set actually gives you 45 to all stats when you put on the entire thing, which is pretty cool. Now, all in all, I'm not super duper impressed with the helmet, but I guess as part of the set, it would make sense, especially considering it's giving you 45 to all stats, and the full bonus is actually kind of nice. We also have the Alders Deception Shadow Plate, and the Shadow Plate is 115 strength requirement, which is relatively high, but the main downside to this particular item is the level 76 requirement. So 857 defense, +1 to elemental skills, +1 to shape-shifting skills, 300 defense, 20 to strength, 15 to dexterity, 50% lightning resistance, and requirements -50%. Now the requirements -50% is huge because this particular plate does have a relatively high strength requirement, and without the negative requirements, it probably wouldn't be useful. I also forgot to say that there is a small variance on the weapon. The sockets will vary from 2 to 3, so you really want to make sure you find in Alders that it's 3 sockets if you plan on upgrading this. The helmet doesn't have much of a variance either, only 40 to 50% on the cold resistance, and the shadow plate has a 40 to 50% on the lightning resistance. Not really a lot of variables on this set. That 2 to 3 socket on the Alders Rhythm, though, is a deal breaker for me. If I'm going to use Alders Rhythm, if I'm going to upgrade it, if I'm going to socket it with some nice things, I'm probably going to want the 3 sockets. Now, the armor level requirement really kind of holds this thing back. I really wish they would drop the level requirement on this a little bit. I just don't understand why they decided to put a really high level plate in with relatively low level items. We also have Alders Advanced Boots. Oh, and I forgot to talk about the bonus on this. So the green bonus on this is 15 Vitality per piece. So we've got 45 Vitality with this, which is pretty nice. The Alders Advanced Boots are actually usable by a lot of people. A lot of people love to use Alders Advanced because they're 40% faster run-walk boots, and they're relatively easy to get your hands on. They're indestructible, which is kind of crazy. They're 47 defense, 95 strength requirement, level 45, and they have 40% faster run-walk, 50 to life, 180 max stamina, which basically fixes all your stamina problems if you still have any at 45. Heal stamina plus 32%, again, fixes all your stamina problems at 45. Fire resistance 50%, which does vary by 10%, so you got 40 to 50% on the fire resistance, and 10% damage taken goes to mana. And of course, this one gives dexterity, so you get 15, 15, 15 on the dexterity, which is really quite nice. And the full set bonus on this is +3 to Druid skills. Hold on, let me look at the 2-piece bonus, which is 150% bonus to attack rating. Wow. So just for 2 pieces, just for rocking Alders Advanced Boots and the weapon, you're rocking 150% bonus to attack rating, 15 to dexterity, 15 to strength. That is a really nice 2-piece bonus. And when we throw in the 3rd piece, of course, we get another 15 dexterity, and we get 50% better chance of magic items, which is pretty freaking nice. So we end up with 30 dexterity, 30 energy, and 30 strength with just 3 pieces. Not bad. We also get the full bonus, which of course is 350% enhanced damage, which functions very similarly to the way that a Fortitude works. And it has 10% mana stolen, 150 extra defense, 150 extra mana, which is actually a lot of mana. Whole resistance is 50, so very nice. And of course, we still have the 3-piece bonuses, the 150% bonus to attack rating, and the 50% better chance of magic items. All in all, the Alders set is one of those amazing little, class-specific sets that works very well on a Druid. One of the main issues with this set has always been that the weapon was just holding the entire set back. Usually when you include a weapon in a set, the weapon needs to be good. Now, unfortunately, I am noticing that the Alders weapon does not have any enhanced damage on it, and this is unfortunate. Because the Alders weapon does not have any enhanced damage on it, it may upgrade poorly. The 200% damage to demons does not function the same as on-weapon ED, and this could be a downside. The damage will go up, though. Don't get me wrong, and we will see at least some gain in the performance of this weapon. Now, granted, we do get that really nice 350% damage bonus on the armor, and then another 200% damage bonus to demons, and that could be stacked with Laying of Hands, which would give you another 350% damage to demons. So, I mean, I'm not like really poo-pooing on this set or anything. It's just that without the ED on the weapon, it's probably not going to upgrade properly. So let's go ahead and we'll actually start upgrading these now that we've covered the set. And let's talk about what happens. So Alders, Rhythm, Jagged Star. We're going to need a Pull Rune, a Lum Rune, and a Perfect Emerald. And we will go from 60 to 93 damage, 72 durability, 74 strength, level 42, to a Devil's Star of 83 to 115, 72 durability still, 44 dexterity, 153 strength requirement, and level 59. The level requirement did not go up very much, which was actually kind of nice. The damage did go up, but it didn't go up very much. I do think that this set needs a little bit of enhanced damage on the item. I would hope that they would maybe change that, because quite honestly, without the enhanced damage on there, the upgrade isn't going to do much. This still makes for a rather solid weapon for a Zealer at level 59. 83 to 115 with 3 sockets could definitely be very solid for a lot of characters. With the 10% lifesteal and the 5% mana steal, that's not like terrible. Just not as great of an upgrade as I was hoping for. We can also upgrade Alder's Stony Gaze with a Lem, a Co, and a Perfect Diamond, and it will go from a Alder's a Hunter's Guise at 171 with a strength requirement of 56 and a level requirement of 36 to Alder's Stony Gaze Earth Spirit with 234 defense, 104 strength, and level 64. If you were going to be using this set, that's actually a pretty solid upgrade. Defense did increase, level didn't go up too ridiculously high, so not. Ooh, accidentally put a diamond in the in Alder's Stony Rhythm. Oops, my bad. Get the hell runes out, boys. It's not a bad upgrade, and as you can see, it does go up from 57 to 64 when you equip it. The weapon goes from 52 to 59 when you equip it. I don't know why that is doing that. I'm pretty sure that's a bug from PTR, but I'm pretty sure it's the level 59 level, not the ladder. The armor I do not believe can be upgraded. I'm actually pretty sure it's not upgradable because it's already a shadow plate. This means that that is always going to be that level, and that explains why the shadow plate was level 76, because it already is the elite version. Alder's Advance, I'm interested to see. This is going to be 47 defense, 95 strength, level 45, to 60 defense, 163, level 60. 163 strength is really high. Unfortunately, that might not be worth the upgrade. It does go to the Mirror Boots, and if you were to use these on a kicksin, like if you didn't have any other boots and you needed to use a higher kick damage boots, these would definitely upgrade the kick damage. That would be the only reason I could see to possibly upgrade these. They're going to go from 37 to 64 kick damage to the elite version, which is the Mirrored Boots, which is 50 to 145 kick damage. So 50 to 145 kick damage on the Mirrored Boots. So a pretty large upgrade there on the kick damage. And I could say that if you specifically needed the kick damage on these boots, 163 strength is not out of reach. And I could see maybe doing that upgrade. There are definitely some better options. Like, for instance, I think Gore Riders might be a better option to upgrade for kick damage. But if you don't have Gore Riders, I could maybe see this. It's also not going to... be that bad of an upgrade. There are a lot of characters that have 163 strength, and if I was rocking a character who had 63 strength with ease, I'd probably upgrade these if I was using them. But the thing is around end game, you're generally using something else. So it really comes down to the set. So if you were trying to use this set at end game, what would you do? Well, I mean, you could theoretically do this upgrade. I mean, you are getting 45 bonus strength from the star if you were using the full set, and the 45 bonus strength, the 45 energy, the 45 vitality, the 45 dexterity definitely are very nice here. I actually really kind of liked just like the Alders rhythm and the Alders boots together. I really like that 150% bonus to attack rating, along with the plus 15 strength and the plus 15 dexterity. That's just a really nice little two-piece bonus here. And upgrading the Alders rhythm to Devil Star really wasn't that bad. The strength requirement of 153 is actually below the 156 that you would have for a Spirit Shield, so not exactly a terrible upgrade there. I do think that the physical damage is a little bit low, but when you calculate in the fact that it's giving you a rather large bonus to attack rating, maybe you're not using it for physical damage. Maybe you're using it for speed. Maybe I am on a like a Holy Freeze Paladin or something, and I'm trying to attack as fast as possible. Or maybe I'm a Fire Claw Druid, and I'm trying to attack as fast as possible. I could load this bad boy up with 3 Shale Runes. I could just simply use it for the massive attack speed bonus, and then get the 150% bonus to attack rating to make sure my attacks are hitting, along with the 15 dex and the 15 strength, and then rock something else. I'm not 100% sure here. This is really an exploratory video series, and we're really just trying to figure out whether these items are worth upgrading or not. And, anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos, and keep watching.